Our state's leaders spent the day in Raleigh discussing whether to repeal House Bill 2, which limits LGBT protections.
Now let's break down where it all got started. On Monday, the Charlotte City Council unanimously decided to repeal a portion of its ordinance, this as long as the General Assembly repealed HB2. Now, some Republicans weren't happy that Charlotte left some expanded protections, so the council met again this morning.
This time the members voted to repeal the entire city ordinance members passed in February. The vote, though, was not unanimous.
In 1968, the Charlotte City Council adopted a public accommodations ordinance that protected against discrimination based on race, religion, color, and national origin. In 1972, the council added sex. The action on Monday took us back to 1968.
This brings us to today's meeting. WNCT's Zora Stephen has been inside the Capitol building all day long. What are you hearing, Zora?
Well, Charlotte overturned its ordinance, but lawmakers here in Raleigh could leave this special session without repealing HB2, and that could happen. It's closer rather than farther. I say that because the House voted to adjourn this special session, so now it's on to the Senate. This is all happening while the Senate just put on a bill on the table. Senator Phil Berger filed a repeal bill. His bill kind of has a twist to it. While it does repeal HB2, it also prohibits local governments from enacting an ordinance that regulates employment practices or accommodations. For example, a public restroom. He's calling this a 6-month cool-off period, and senators went back and forth discussing the bill. Democrats say it doesn't fully repeal HB2, and Republicans say that 6-month cool-off period is necessary.
I think some of you now don't particularly like the bill for political reasons. And you can say that, or you cannot say that. And I think we all know that's the fact. And I guess you have that problem if you want to go that route. But this thing's been, I think, political for you guys the whole time, to be quite honest.
So a lot of back and forth between Democrats and Republicans, both openly and behind closed doors in caucus. Now, Governor Pat McCrory called this special session, and he said it was to reconsider HB2. So never promising that the bill would get repealed. And if it does, if this adjournment goes through, HB2 will still be in its current state and the current law. Live in Raleigh, Zora Stevenson, 9 on your side.
All right, thank you, Zora. People on both sides of the fence kept a close eye on the General Assembly today. There weren't any outbreaks or arrests. Rather, many stood outside the galleries holding up signs in an effort to let lawmakers know how they feel about today's special session.
We're upset about what's happening and what they're trying to sneak by.
I'm hoping that for the state of North Carolina, HB2 will stay intact as far as the restroom, showers, and locker rooms are in that provision.
WNCT is staying on top of all the developments surrounding House Bill 2. To stay up to date, head to our website, WNCT.com, then click on HB2 under the News tab.